you will now be looking for a spouse that will stand up and defend you. Although these things actually do happen, they exist, right? So someone has gotten married to somebody, and this person automatically should be family. But then, for whatever reason, people decide to treat someone who everybody gathered though for, whether it's traditional marriage or white wedding. You people came, you people gathered. You ate rice, shared rice, took pictures, right? But this person has been married into this family. And then all of a sudden, there is now need for somebody to be defended. Either they're saying the man is not man enough, he does not have money, he's not showing working, and so you now have to prove, defend them that it's not like that, or he's trying, or so many other things that might pop up. All right, those family issues that seriously I feel they shouldn't even come up in the first place. So another story. I feel like I'm a girl with many stories. So another story now. So someone was more like complaining to me about how his sister-in-law has not been sweeping the house, has not been cleaning up. She's just inside there in the room with her husband, her brother. She's not doing anything. She's lazy, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked, okay, who was doing all the cleaning in that house before she was married to your brother? Oh, well, I didn't get a response to that one, but I still had to make my point clear. My point was, and still is, when your brother was marrying this woman, I don't think he told you people that he was getting someone to come and start cleaning the house. I don't think that's it. And second of all, I also wonder, what is your problem? She's your brother's wife. She's not your house help. Like, why are you looking into her family and her life? What is wrong with you? Why are you checking how she's behaving? She's not married to you. So you're complaining right now. Now, crazy enough, the marriage is not even up to... It's not even up to 1 month or 3 months. I can't even remember. But it's not even up to that. All right? So at the beginning of this whole marriage thing, where the young man now had to take the wife to his family house and stay there with them for a while until they moved out. You're not expecting her to come and start doing cleanup, so. For me though, I felt like, don't give her. It felt like you're just trying to bring up trouble where none exists. Someone has been cleaning that house before she came on board. Yeah, someone might want to argue, but she's supposed to know now that she's the one who has just been married, and so she should at least show working. Not everybody. We talked about fear and respect before now, right? So not everybody grew up in that family where they teach you to, when you go to a place, to show that you are a human being who was properly brought up. Don't go and disgrace us. When you go there, start sweeping and cleaning. Yeah, it could be a sign of respect. That's how perhaps you were brought up. Maybe she wasn't brought up that way. Maybe she's also not feeling like she should start something that she can't finish. And you don't even know what your brother has said to her. You don't even know if she had even tried somehow to leave the room to come and sweep, and your brother, who's her husband, now says, where are you going to? And she says, oh, I want to go and sweep. And he says, beg, sit down there. Did I marry you to come and be doing clean up here? You don't know. And here you are complaining. And I said, please ensure you do not say this thing to her hearing. Let this your complaint just end here. Don't say it to her hearing. You should be seeing that girl as your sister. All right? Take things easy. So, marrying into a good family. And then, are your siblings, your parents, are they also in good terms with your spouse? If you are married, what do you like? Yeah. So, let's talk. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. Or 0817-923-003. 0817-923-003. For WhatsApp messages, send them to 0809 030 6416. Marrying into a good family. So what does that even mean? Some families, normal. It's all booze. People are just not happy with each other. People are not, everybody's drinking one the other. Someone is holding on to something. And because of that, married to that person is also dragged into the whole nonsense. Something you don't even know about. It could even be a quarrel they had during one meeting like that. But because he's the one who's married to you and someone is not happy with him, you get dragged into it. You cough. You are coughing because... So what is your family like? How are you people with your in-laws? Yeah, whether you're female or male in-law. So be truthful here. Let's have that conversation because we want to know what it means to marry into a good family. Okay? Please keep those calls coming. I'll take them. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. And 0817-923-0003. And someone says hello on WhatsApp. Why are you saying hello? What do you want? Are you looking to react to the conversation? Then send a full message, all right? Thank you very much. Hello, you're welcome to the show.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Constance Mega. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm sure you're not Constance Mega. What's your name?
My name is Henry.
Oh.
I'm calling from Abia State, Ifealangwa North, precisely.
Oh, it is well. What is remaining is for us to enter motor and start coming to your house. Thank you for calling. I'm listening.
Yes, let me say those straight. See, one clear thing is that in every family, the problem of every family varies from family to problems varies from family to family. Now, one key the key to success in every family life is communication. To be communicative enough. Both yourself, who married the woman herself, the family people talk out. When you do not like a particular thing, say it in a good spirit. Say it with a very good spirit. My friend, I would have preferred we were doing it this way. This way you are doing it. With a very good spirit. Don't keep things in your heart. Don't just lock up things.
Okay. Hello. Your line is breaking though. But I want to get your view on that idea or belief that a person marries their spouse's family and not just their spouse.
Well, one thing is this. There is nothing like marrying for yourself alone or marrying for the entire family. African, we are all African. Like in Igbo community, in Igbo village, within Igbo setting, we carry everybody along. We do not try to say this is just my wife, only for myself. We carry everybody along. That is the general expectation. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. There are people that they live in Lagos. They're from the south, though. They live in Lagos. They have started their own community in Lagos. They're getting married. Nobody's coming down south to do any traditional anything. Like, you're not seeing anybody. They're up there doing their thing. So they're not marrying and inviting you people in the village to say, oh, this is happening. No, someone dies. They're not coming all the way down to the south. They bury the person there and move on. What do you think? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Turn off your resets. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. My own view is that It's good that if you are married to a family, you marry into a family, not only your spouse.
Explain.
So,
You say it is good to marry the entire family. Oh, that's about to happen. All right. Well, it happened at the nick of time. We have commercials coming up. And after the commercial break, I'm still taking your calls. Let me know what you think. We're discussing marrying into a good family. And I'm asking what you think about the belief that a person does not just marry their spouse, but they marry the spouse's family. What's your take on that? Do stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back now. So some people would say, I pray that I'm marrying into a family that loves me, a family where my in-laws would really be glad to have me there. And some other people would say, I pray that I marry you so that my husband or my wife can stand up for me when the siblings and other members of her family or his family try to rise up against me. And there's some family where there's no love for that. There's no sister-in-law, brother-in-law. Let my husband be the only person. Yeah. Some of the prayers people actually pray. They might not pray it out loud. You might not hear it, but it could be a wish in their heart. Because of some of the stories they have heard. You know, some people actually get into marriage and it's like they're preparing for war. When I enter that home, anybody, they will know now. I will tell. So we're preparing for civil unrest. So at the onset, they're already letting everybody know that they don't take rubbish, so that you people will take dressing before time. Marrying into a good family. And people believe that you don't just marry the person, you marry their family as well. What does that even mean? Does that mean that if the person you married is not in good terms with their family members, you go all out to ensure that you continue whatever it is he or she has started? Yeah, because if you take sides, you decide to take the side of the family as against his or hers, you might be breeding trouble. Or better still, when you marry into such a family, you try to be the one who brings them together. But since marrying the entire family, their needs, my spouse have to hide to send money to his or her parents. Because we are all one now.
Woman alone, but you are married to the family. You should be involved in everything they do. You should not be isolated, relegated. They involve your involvement in everything they do. Let me victimize some group of people this afternoon. Do you know some husbands, his family have a WhatsApp group? They did not have their wife there. The wife is not in the husband's family's group. So, is she married? No. These are the problems. So, for instance, I have a WhatsApp group for my family, and my wife is not among that family WhatsApp group. Is that a marriage? And this is what we do here in this country, which is wrong. To show that that person is not part of you. You are not married to that family yet. And that is not even a good family. A good family will involve you in their family WhatsApp group, irrespective of who and what. He or she should be involved in the conversations. He or she should be noted. But because of the poor background most of us see marriage, or the poor level in our perception towards marriage, we tend to isolate the person. Let them don't know what we are discussing in our family. Really? And you call that person your wife? You call her your husband? Very funny set of people. That alone has segregated that this person is not welcome to this family.
Really?
But of course, it's not welcome. So if I'm not in your family's WhatsApp group, then who am I as your husband? Your husband. I'm not in your family's WhatsApp group.
So how about my work WhatsApp group, office WhatsApp group?
That is your work. We are talking about our family here.
Okay.
When there is an issue in your family, you let me know. I contribute financially. Sometimes when somebody is sick, I go visit. We go visit. Your aunties know me. I know them. I mean, I spend my time for them. We discuss issues. Then I am not in your WhatsApp group, your family WhatsApp group. Then something is wrong somewhere. The truth is this. Being married to a good family, as Africans, there is something we believe. And that is one thing that bound us as a people. The peace and the unity we enjoy. So if I'm marrying you as a family, how is my family? Are we good? If my family is not good, there is nothing you can do. They are not married to a good family. But if we are good people, we are loved by the community, we do our community responsibilities, we carry out what we are tend to do, and we are law-abiding.
All right, Mr. Zion.
Do you know, most of us, we don't do background check before we jump into people's family, and we also jump out with regret. So there are still good families. Do your background check. The level at which the men respect women and the level at which the women respect the men, so they will respect you in that home, Mr. Zion.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Zion. So it reminds me of a story I read. This did not happen here in Nigeria. It's actually, is it a US or so? But this lady shared about how she wanted to marry this man, and they've been friends for many years. And she's noticed that they have always isolated his sister, his parents, himself, but they have always isolated this girl. And so while the conversation about marriage came up, all right, they were still preparing for marriage, and she said the sister was invited to their wedding. And then every other person goes, no, you don't. You can't invite her. She's not invited. And so she says, hey, I am the one who's getting married, and I also choose and decide who comes to my wedding, and I want her to be there. And so she finds out that the reason they have always isolated this girl is because she doesn't talk. Why is she not even talking? She has a speech problem. But the family they've all refused to accept that this girl needs attention. They say she is choosing not to talk. So let her stay on her own until she decides to talk. And she's grown up now, and they still isolate her. Now, this is a family you would say they are good people, they are loving, and in fact, the way she's been describing them, they've been awesome and amazing and sweet and nice. But the moment that conversation about this girl came up, she saw something entirely different in that family. And then she started asking people, should I call off this wedding because I can't believe that these people I've known for years and have loved for years would treat someone like that, who is even a family member. What if I give birth to a child who is physically, what's the word they use for them? Yeah, who's living with a disability? Does that mean my husband is going to also isolate our child? Marrying into a good family. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. What's your name?
Okay, Mr. Stanley is my name.
All right, Mr. Stanley, go on.
Oh, one is sort of simple. One, living in an environment or culture where sort of an extended family setting, more or less, than the nuclear operational in the Western world, mostly. And so, when a lady comes into a family, it is expected that she is married into that family. And that's why, traditionally, when a father is bringing daughter, during a wedding, he hands over that lady, father of the groom. So, look, I'm giving you my daughter in marriage.
So let me get what you're driving at. Hello. So what you are driving at is that the woman is the one who is marrying into a family, and the man is not the one marrying into a family.
No. The point is not necessarily that because our extended nature here, the woman is married into a family. It is expected that she's remarried into that family. I can relate to anybody.
Okay.
It is not to say that the lady will not become a maid that she will be doing every choice. No, that's from me. But it's expected that, look, sometimes, even when that lady begins to have issues with the husband, sometimes it does. If the family members that will say this lady would not go, it has happened. I've seen it witnessed. And so it is expected that when a lady comes, lives with the people around her family members, but not use her as if she will begin to do the chores in her family. That's the point I'm trying to do. You are married to a family, part of that family, and then she every member of that family because of her extended nature. When I got married, briefly, it's getting the fact that my wife was virtually doing everything. But at the point in time when they want to cook, she cooks vegetable and soup and all that. But I get when I said no. He can't do it for everything. He can't do it to be respected, and I released it completely. But that does not mean she's not related with my people. She does. She related with my family members, and we are family. But
so how about your relationship with her own family?
Okay, no, cordial. When they do things like go to the family, they come to my house, we stay, and all that. But there's a limit. You can't say because I'm married. That's why when you go to this traditional marriage institute, they tell you that the road you are taking is not the road to palm wine tree. All right, it is a road to palm tree, in a sense that you keep going there on and on and on. Okay, so you relate with your family member. You also married into that family as well, and that's why whenever there's a problem or challenge in that situation, they call you. You still go to that family and relate with them. So it is not marriage in isolation. Both of you stays because challenges will come, and when it comes, that's where they are the ones that would come to be part of your own existence as well.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Coate Magnus on Facebook says, the idea of marrying into a good family is the best thing that can ever happen to a married man. I have one. When you make a good one, a good wife, a good home, just sleep, you are a happy man. Nane Bariboma says, for me, marriage automatically makes you a bona fide member of the family. You should be treated as daughter or sister in the family, but wife to the husband only. You owe a duty of daughter to your mother and father-in-law and sister, and sisterly duty to your brother and sister-in-law. You're a wife to the entire family, to your husband alone. All right, so it's amazing how I use the word spouse in my message. In my in my question, I use the word spouse, but I'm wife. Anyway, moving on. Bell is here. And Medino. And where Medino afternoon, Constance? Yes, I come from marrying your spouse your spouse's family is a norm. There is an adage that your in-laws is your family. So in Igbo land, you are not thought to marry your spouse's family. You are born to believe that. Oh, you're not taught. You are born to believe it. Yeah, but definitely someone teach you that. Anyway, thank you very much. And we're Medina. Also, Francis Namani. You're watching from Amagun's and Enugu. It's undebatable. Depends on mutual involved. Thanks. All right, so I'm seeing your take on this conversation. Marrying into a good family. So what's your view on the belief that a person does not just marry their spouse, but they marry their spouse's family? And then, your siblings, your parents, are they in good terms with your spouse? Talk to us. If you are married, let me know. And then, would you rather defend your spouse? Or would you defend your other family? All right, so 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0002, and 0817-923-0003. All right, CP Ozuke on Facebook says, marrying into a good family is good, but marrying a good man is better. Comparing the case of Abraham and his family background. So it's not about the family now, it's about the person you get married to, because he's saying man. But how about marrying a good woman? All right, so it's about the person that you marry, not about the family necessarily. It's good to marry into a good family, but you better marry you a good person. All right, I see your messages here. I'll come back to them. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Jimem Corin from Somali.
All right, you're welcome. Go on.
My own view is that Somali, a lady, you automatically marry the whole family. It all depends on individual, because I want to believe that some persons refuse their in-laws coming to their own house because they really mind it. And again, when you get a wife then will say, whoever will come to my house, sometimes the people with the husband side from coming, so that the husband also will generate this hatred with the other party. So I want to believe, if you marry, you are marrying your family. I'm married for about 34 years now, but I keep saying that every time I see my family, my in-laws coming to my house, I am very, very happy with them and staying around them because I love my wife and I want to believe I love everything about her and around her. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. So, here's another thing, right? If you're marrying their family, really, I stand between two people. I mean, the joining together is between man and his wife. They're the ones who are joined together. They become one and start their own family. Because I've seen cases where the man would let the other members of his family know that now he's married. He now has a family. Nobody should disturb him again. He's no longer, he will decide if it's okay for him to attend to whatever it is you people want. But now that he's married, his attention is elsewhere. So I have met someone like that. And he believes so strongly that it is not his entire family that was joined together with his wife. It's just him and his wife that were joined together. Hello?
Hello? Yeah, hello, Constance. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Standard. I'm calling from LMA Junction.
All right. You're welcome. Go on.
Marrying into a good family is something that it's even more than a blessing, actually. Yeah, I had an agreement that it's those people that are getting married, yes. But then the family you're marrying into, our own family, too, also plays a role in the union, at some point, once in a while. Because there are still some things, be it the husband or the wife, is not the good one. I bet you, both of you that are the couple will surely struggle because most times you fall back to your family, parents, siblings, sometimes for advice, for them, sometimes for direction or one or two things or other. So if the people you're falling back to are people who are not good or who are not going to give you good advice, it's definitely going to affect the marriage in one way or the other. But if it is people who, when you fall back to, they'll tell you the right thing that you need to do to make your marriage be on the right track, then definitely your marriage will succeed.
Thank you very much for calling. Standard. I think I like that name. 2:47 on the clock right now. And then Michael Okere on Facebook says, Cons. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Marrying a woman, her family, or a woman marrying her husband and his family is just a sign of respect to the groom, bride, and both families. It may not be compulsory, but it is necessary for a peaceful, smooth marriage. So how about the people who get married and leave the country? So I want to understand what this thing is, right? You know, as human beings, we've had a conversation on tribalism the other day. We're tribalistic. We all want to belong to a group, whether physically or psychologically. However, we just want to be a part of something. Yes, we belong to this group. So let's say I now get married, and then we both travel. We leave maybe the country or leave the region, go to another place. And we decide not to communicate with extended family members because we want to start our lives. We want to focus on this journey ahead of us. Because, therefore, shall a man leave his father and his mother, and he shall cleave to his wife, and they two shall become one. And yes, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So we don't want anybody to put asunder. If we have issues, we will communicate with each other and handle it. We have both decided to go on this path. And so we don't want distractions. We don't want no in-law demanding for this and that and weighing down the other person. We don't want issues from family coming in between us. We don't want the needs of family members coming in between us. We don't want the input of these other family members coming between us. We want to focus. So, if a husband and a wife decide to run with this belief, is it wrong? I want to know. Because remember, I've already quoted the Bible verses, the few that I know. Come with your reasons. Let's hear from Benjamin. Joseph says, if you are marrying to me as my wife, you are also marrying to come to my family, marrying only me. So what does that even mean? What does it mean to marry into or to marry the family and not just the spouse? What does that mean to you? And what's the relationship with your that your spouse has with your family members, your siblings, and your parents, if your parents are still alive? What's the relationship like? All right. Bright from Omoku says, good afternoon, Constance. You know, every man or woman is an atmosphere. Therefore, one must choose wisely and prayerfully. Okay. Elder Joel Adolphus from Degema says, good day, Constance. Marrying into such a good family is an act of God. Be prayerful to be a beneficiary. The marriage partner may be the devil in the family and not the family. Wow. In some other cases, the extended family may turn the enemy, but in all, be prayerful. I think I like the points that Elder Joel actually pointed out here, where the person that you are marrying might just be the evil one in that family. And the family, they're just beautiful people. They're good people, peace-loving people. But you married the black sheep of the family. You married the Jezebel in the family. And so what becomes your fate if we now say, yes, you are married to not just this person, but the family? Wouldn't there be a clash of interest? Yeah? Your spouse says, no, my mother cannot come to the house, and you're insisting. Your mom has to come to the house. She's free to visit. And your husband says, or your wife says, no, my mama na wish. Oh, that man, that my father, that my brother, that my sister. And you're saying, I want them to visit. Okay, let's go visit them. I say, no. All of them, there's a way they behave in that family. They are his family. They are her family. But you married the bad egg. So what becomes your fate, really? Good afternoon, Constance. My spouse is my spouse. To my sisters and brothers, she is a sister-in-law. This means by the law of marriage, they are now sisters. To my parents, she is a daughter-in-law. This means by the law of marriage, she is now their daughter. She owes them the duty of a daughter and sister. She isn't their slave. The duties of a sister might be advice, support, etc., as the person seems fit. The same applies to the male folks. We're getting this confused because we are misunderstanding terms. Christian from Port Harcourt. All right. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. So what if you both focusing on your marriage and deciding not to be marrying into each other's family is so that you will stay away from the evil that they are? Perhaps you're the one that married the white chicken. I don't even know what that is. What the heck is white chicken? How did that come to my mind? Oh God, white chicken, the white lamb, the white sheep. So perhaps you're the one that married the golden child, the angel in that family. And every other person in that family is a devil. Would you also want to embrace this whole concept of marrying the family and not just the person? When you know vividly that your in-laws, these people are devil. I don't know how this. How did you become a member of this family? Were you adopted because your siblings are your parents? Oh my God, Jehovah, you try yo. So yeah, would you also want to embrace the entire family when everybody knows that these people, they are mad? The person you came to marry is the only sane person in that family. Okay, I can't take any more calls. I have to go though. Good afternoon, Constance Mega. Marriage is obviously between the husband and his wife. But in the real sense of it, you must work with both families for the family to work effectively. The unity of both families is the icing of the marital cake. Lamb's fiddle. Well, people are going to eat the cake now. Don't mind me, please. He said marital. He did not say wedding cake. All right. Thank you, Lamb's Fiddle. Do I see another message here before I run off? Okay, I think I'm going to read this message I see on Facebook after I go for the commercial break. All right, so do stay tuned. I will be back. If you have any more messages you want to send in, please do. When I return, I'll read those messages. You can quickly send them to 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. I'll be back. Do stay tuned.
Nigeria Info.